Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Glory Pro Digital here on YouTube. My name is the savior of professional wrestling, Rochambeau, and welcome to the brand new Glory Pro Pit. We have a huge night of action in store for you, so let's get right down to the ring. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, three-way action about to take place here in the Glory Pro Pit. And I have just been told by Glory Pro management that the winner of this match will meet Sinbad Reyes Friday night for the Glory Pro Twitch champion. On his way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very first Glory Pro YouTube champion. This is Jay North. And ladies and gentlemen, as Jay North is on his way to the ring, I do want to take a moment to thank our new affiliate, NordVPN, for helping us get into this arena and for just being absolutely amazing. So if you guys are looking for the most reliable VPN known to man, please check out NordVPN. There is a link in the description to tell you how you can get 66% off a 2-year deal. Remember, NordVPN will help you stay secure online. But ladies and gentlemen, Jay North, the first superstar to enter the new Glory Pro Pit here tonight. Jay North has a huge task ahead of him, though, as he's going up against Cameron Whit and the red-hot Ryan Stevens. And it was just announced last night on Glory Pro Media that Ryan Stevens and Crimson Watson will be one of the first teams in our new tag team division, those two representing Team Tiger Style. So a lot of hype coming into this event, a lot of hype coming for Team Tiger Style, as well as one of their members, Jackson Jones, will be going one-on-one with Chris Milenko later tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, on his way to the ring, this is Cameron Whit. Cameron Whit took a short-term notice deal to jump into a match Friday night, and it was a three-way bout between Cameron Whit, Aaron King, and Takashi Otsu. Now, this man right here was the first man eliminated from that bout, but Cameron Whit looking to get a little bit of redemption here in the Glory Pro Pit and is gonna try to fight for his chance to become the #1 contender for Sinbad Reyes' Twitch Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, on his way to the ring now, representing Team Tiger Style, this is Ryan Stevens. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Stevens on a little bit of a tear here in Glory Pro. Ryan Stevens, the first person to put a loss on the record of Austin Gator Croc Whitney. That was not a small feat by any means, but in that match, Ryan Stevens made it look absolutely effortless. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is about to be a barn burner. This is gonna be one of the ugliest brawls you will ever see in your life, because Ryan Stevens, Jay North, and Cameron Whit will put it all on the line to become the #1 contender for the Glory Pro Twitch Championship. That match is next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is Jay North there's Cameron Whit, and there is Ryan Stevens, referee. Ring the bell. Glory Pro Digital is underway as we see Ryan Stevens going right after Cameron Whit. Huge kick taking Whit down. Jay North wanting to use his championship experience here to try to put a little bit of distance between both of these men to try to differentiate himself and try to pick up the victory tonight, as we see taunting there from Cameron Whit, but Jay North having none of it, as we see Ryan Stevens go to the top rope to go ahead and posture to the crowd. Stevens trying to go on the attack. No one home for that springboard there. Now, Ryan Stevens loves to utilize that springboard head scissors takeover, but was unable to do so at that moment, but now just getting the advantage over Cameron Whit, trying to go after Jay North, but Jay North with a little bit of a counter of his own. And Whit and North lock up, and Cameron Whit putting Jay North into the corner and then switching his focus over to Ryan Stevens. I feel like you just need to put your focus onto one individual in this match, not really care about what the other does until it comes down to a one-on-one situation. But Cameron Whit letting Jay North posture up a little bit and has him in a modified Cobra Clutch, sweeping him through with a nice Russian leg sweep. Jay North running to the outside of the ring for a little bit of a reprieve as we see Ryan Stevens on the attack now on Cameron Whit. And ladies and gentlemen, later tonight, we will see Ryan Stevens' Team Tiger style teammate Jackson Jones in the main event against BMB's Chris Milenko for the YouTube Championship. Huge spinning kick there, taking down Cameron Whit. Jay North posturing a little bit on the outside, coming back into the ring. Huge spin kick into the covers. Ryan Stevens, 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Cameron Whit. And it seems like, Ryan Stewart's a little beside himself there. And now Jay North springboarding off that second rope into the sling blade as we see Ryan Stevens taking a little bit of a breather of himself on the outside. Up to that turnbuckle, huge second rope double axe handle. And now Jay North looking for a little bit of an attack here on Cameron Whit. Running high knee there, got him up on his shoulders. And huge TKO there by Jay North, the Phantom, in for the cover. 1, 2, and kick out again at 2 by Cameron Whit. Whit is really showing his persistence and resilience here in this matchup, not wanting to be the first one put away here, as we see Jay North got Stevens up, and huge package pile driver taking down Stevens in for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2 by Ryan Stevens. Jay North back on the attack, snap German, taking down Cameron Whit, and just jumping right into that huge springboard moonsault by Jay North. And Cameron Whit taking another reprieve on the outside. Jay North trying to drop the knee, but does not have the distance. And ripcord high knee, just striking down Ryan Stevens as we see a huge follow-up elbow by Jay North. North again bouncing off the top, but not able to hit that little cannonball there. And now Ryan Stevens finishing it off here. Big cutter by Stevens, rolling into the cover. 1, 2, and almost put away our very first Glory Pro YouTube champion. Whit in on the attack, but Ryan Stevens giving it back to him and then some. Springboard rolling in there, and we see that nice head scissors takeover by Ryan Stevens. And just spinning around with that kick into the cover. 1, 2. Ryan Stevens almost eliminates Cameron Whit, but that drive and persistence of Whit keeps him in the bout. Jay North just throwing Stevens to the outside, now missing with that huge elbow drop, rolling out of the ring for a little bit of breather now, as we see a huge high angle back suplex by Ryan Stevens onto Cameron Whit. Stevens up to the top turnbuckle, calling for Cameron Whit to get to his feet here. Diving off, looking for a hurricanrana, but just dropped into that huge cutter by Cameron Whit. Running knee out of nowhere by Stevens, going in for the cover. 1, 2, Cameron Whit has been eliminated here tonight. What a disappointing showing for Whit. You know Whit has to be kicking himself now as we're down to the final two for this matchup. We're down to Ryan Stevens and we're down to the former YouTube champion, Jay North. And Stevens seems to be firmly in control of Jay North at this time. To the outside, the action spills belly to belly, and nice takedown there by the Phantom Jay North. North grappling the back, just throwing Stevens onto the arena floor once again, and heading back into the ring. Stevens shortly follows. Huge combination here by Jay North, has Stevens up. There it is, package pile driver by the Phantom. In for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.5 by Ryan Stevens, showing that he does not know the meaning of the word quit here. Jay North has him up, pump handle position, and drops him, not going for the pin though. Jay North lifting him up once again, and there it is! North side cutter! Cover! 1, 2. Kick out at 2 9/10. I was sure Jay North had Ryan Stevens put away there. Lifting up Stevens, and got him in that Fisherman Buster, jumping to the top turnbuckle. Jay North dropping the elbow across the chest of Ryan Stevens. And Jay North not trying to finish this yet. I feel like he should have went in for the pin. This is the moment Ryan Stevens needed, as we see a huge stunner out of nowhere by Stevens, but showing that it really had no effect on Jay North. Jay has him by the neck, just throwing him across the ring. And snapping back the neck once again of Ryan Stevens. Jay North firmly in control here in the final two. The combo stopped there though by Stevens, springboarding through, connecting here, and big head scissors takedown by Ryan Stevens. This could be what Stevens needed to get the momentum back on his side here. Got him in position, drops him with that huge stunner. That's how he put away Gator Croc. Cover 1, 2. Kick out again by the Phantom Jay North. Ryan Stevens has to be thinking about what he needs to do to put away the former YouTube champion here. Ever since Jay North was told that he was put to the back of the line, he has a hunger again for championship gold and wanting to get back into the swing of things, but eats that huge spin kick. Ryan Stevens not going for the cover though. Hits that running knee. In for the cover by Stevens. 1, 2. Kick out again by the former YouTube champion. Jay North wants to stamp his ticket against Sinbad Reyes this Friday night. Stevens up to the top, looking for the moonsault. Connects. Nothing but net there for Stevens. But Jay North back up to his feet, grabbing around the neck and just beeling Ryan Stevens across the ring once again. It looks like things are back in the Phantom's control here, as we see Jay North just kicking the midsection, and huge lariat taking down Ryan Stevens, but misses with that springboard cannonball. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for joining us here tonight on YouTube as we see Jay North up, package pile driver once again. In for the cover. 1, 2. Jay North pulls off the victory. Jay North, the Phantom, will be going one-on-one with Sinbad Reyes this Friday night. But ladies and gentlemen, action continues up next as we see BMB's Gabe Gates and Alex Haas going up against Marty Morton and Aiden Archer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the pit. And Friday night, what everybody probably deems as a huge upset that saw Marty Morton, Jay North, and Aiden Archer defeat the contingency of BMB represented by Gabe Gates, Alex Haas, and Chris Milenko. Marty Morton was not at 100%, still probably not at 100% after last week's attack here on Glory Pro Relapse on Twitch, but the attack from Gabe Gates throwing this man off of the loading dock and through a table. So you know Marty isn't at 100% still, but just a valiant effort for him coming out here tonight, coming out Friday night, and picking up his first Glory Pro victory. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here to the channel, hit the follow button. That'd be great, or hit the subscribe button, excuse me. That'd be greatly appreciated. Share this with a friend, hit the like button, and ring that bell so you don't miss any more Glory Pro action here on YouTube as we see the prodigy himself, the most impressive member right now of the Glory Pro roster, Aiden Archer, on his way to the ring. So ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks ago on Glory Pro TV, we saw Aiden Archer make his debut going one-on-one with Alex Haas. We all thought that it was academic at that point. We all thought that Aiden Archer was going to be taken out to the woodshed and destroyed. But what we saw surprised us. This young man right here was able to go down to that ring and put on the showing of a lifetime. We saw Aiden Archer defeat Alex Haas, but not only defeat him, guys. We saw him make Haas tap out on that episode of Glory Pro TV. And last Friday night, in the final decision for the match, we saw it happen again. Alex Haas tapped to Aiden Archer's crossface. So there is a lot of pent-up tension between Archer and Haas that's going to be unleashed here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Alex Haas, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, on his way to the ring. And now, okay, so we got to talk about this just for a minute, everybody. They're trying to use excuses right now that they were double duty warriors, every member of BMB, because they also took a booking the same night to be in XVPW's very first show on our very first live stream on YouTube. And this man right here, Alex Haas, did do something impressive. He walked away as XVPW's very first 2K champion, but then came in and got submitted once again by Aiden Archer. So you can use the excuse of being a double duty warrior all you want, but you signed up knowing exactly what was going to be happening, and I don't feel sorry for you as we see the tyrant himself, Gabe Gates, on his way to the ring. Gabe Gates did take full responsibility for signing all of them up for that match, though, because he thought they could go ahead and take care of it. But they couldn't. They ended up putting up one of the best matches in Glory Pro TV history, though. I do have to give BMB that. They were able to spike ratings, and these guys are a ratings draw. People love tuning in to see what Gabe Gates, what Alex Haas, and what Chris Milenko are gonna do. And they've also got their new addition in Buck Fitty that made his debut successfully defeating Justin Massacre Friday night as well. But I want to see how the tag team action here fares. One of the first tag teams fully announced for our tag division is the team of Gates and Haas. So we're going to see how they work together tonight as we see Marty Morton starting off with Alex Haas. And ladies and gentlemen, 20 minutes on the clock for the Glory Pro tag division, and action is underway. And right now, just strong attacks there by Marty Morton on Alex Haas, but bringing in the Wonder Child himself. This is Aiden Archer trying to repeat the beat up once again of Alex Haas. Archer fully in control of Haas right now, not letting up as he's dragging Alex Haas back into neutral, or back into his corner, but Haas able to counter out, has him up, and dropping him across the knee, and huge big boot, taking down Aiden Archer, and Haas follows it up with a huge senton as we see the tag in to Gabe Gates. Now Gates lifting up Aiden Archer, and looks like just bringing him back into the BMB corner, and double team efforts are commencing here between Haas and Gates as we see that huge double backdrop, and the height that Archer got off of that was disgusting. And Haas not sure what corner to take Aiden to. That was enough time for Aiden to go ahead and fight his way out. And huge, unique offense there by Aiden Archer as he tags back in to Marty Morton. Marty Morton, snap suplex, taking over the big guy, in for the cover, but Haas was in the ropes. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, again, up next, our main event of the evening, we'll see Jackson Jones going one-on-one with Chris Milenko for the Glory Pro YouTube Championship. So every member, well, besides Buck Fitty, every member of BMB in action tonight as we see the beats across the chest by Marty Morton onto Alex Haas. And Haas falling face first flat out onto the arena floor. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to thank NordVPN for affiliating with us. Again, in the description of the video, click the link there to learn how you can save 66% off of a 2-year plan for NordVPN. Keep your privacy intact and just go ahead and get the best VPN service known to man in NordVPN. We see a huge running slam on Marty Morton into the barricade by Alex Haas now. And Haas, huge snap suplex. I think part of Morton caught those steel steps as well. Just unloading a massive attack here on Marty Morton is Alex Haas. We see the snapmare, the strike to the back, and then the kick, taking Morton down once again. Irish whip into the steel stairs. Ref up to an 11 count, but Haas just deciding to break up the count and go back out to ringside to continue the beatdown on Marty Morton. As we were mentioning, Marty Morton, there's no way he is at 100% right now. Being thrown through a table on Tuesday night, being just in one of the most hellacious matches in Glory Pro history in that 6-man tag, and then here tonight, you know he has to be hurting, ladies and gentlemen. But Alex Haas trying to keep the attack going, but Marty Morton, a little bit of fight left in him, belly to belly, and now back on the attack here on Alex Haas, just throwing him all around the arena floor. Action spills back into the ring. Huge snap German there by Marty Morton onto Alex Haas. And the punches raining down by Morton. Huge lariat, turning Haas inside out, in for the cover. Haas was able to get to the ropes in time. Tag now back in to Aiden Archer. Archer grappling up here. Is he really thinking about it? I thought he was looking for a suplex, but great innovative neck breaker there. Up to the top rope goes Aiden Archer. Thinks twice about it. But now Haas on the attack. Huge combos. Just unloading on the midsection and a huge uppercut. Taking Aiden Archer down. Has him up. Drops him with that front suplex. Haas tags in Gabe Gates. So now we have Gates and Archer going at it, ladies and gentlemen. Huge rolling elbow and into that flying forearm off the second rope. Gates, very impressive in every single one of his outings. He had losing effort against Muggsy last week here on Glory Pro Digital, but he's looking to get back in the winner's column as we see him choking the life out of Aiden Archer in that corner and then dropping the knees right across the chest. Look at how cocky the son of a bitch is. He's tagging back in Alex Haas, but we see the huge tag in there to Marty Morton, but Haas capturing the leg and arm, huge exploder suplex by Alex Haas in for the cover on Morton. 1, 2, and Marty Morton kicks out at the count of 2, ladies and gentlemen. And Alex Haas, the big man, going to the top as we see the knee drop, but nobody home. Flying nothing connects by Alex Haas. Locking up once again, has him snap suplex by Alex Haas. And tag into the tyrant himself, Gabe Gates. And looking for something there, but Marty Morton able to put some offense back on the board, grappling him up, and now Irish whip into the other corner. Marty Morton looking very impressive as we see him hanging up the leg and running offense right onto that knee area. Raking the eyes of Gabe Gates, but that's just going to piss Gates off. Irish whip by Gates into the corner, and Gates, Irish whip into the corner, rolling through, huge elbow connects. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Gates looking to go after Archer. Archer thrown out of the ring. Now Gates up to the top turnbuckle. Calling Marty Morton to his feet. Looking for that savant kick. It misses. Clothesline attempt, but countered there by Gates. Into that flying forearm off the second rope. Gabe Gates has him up. Sapphia! Cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.5. That's Sapphia. Busted open Marty Morton. And the crowd is chanting tag team wrestling, and this is what you can expect from the new Glory Pro tag team division, especially with hard hitters like Gabe Gates and Alex Haas representing B&B here in future matches. Gates just overlooking Marty Morton here, going right after Aiden Archer. B&B does not like Aiden Archer right now, ladies and gentlemen. And Gates, huge knee to the side of the head, and punches raining down on Aiden Archer. Morton, though, pounding the chest now of Alex Haas. Referees count up to the count of 5. Aiden Archer to his feet. And now both Morton and Gates back in the ring, trying for the Sapphia, but countered into an STO by Marty Morton. Morton dropping the knee across the face of Alex Haas. Morton going to the outside now. Huge senton over the top, but nobody home by Gabe Gates. And the punches connecting across the chest of Alex Haas once again. Marty Morton wanting to make this a singles match as we see the punches rain down, and now Irish whip onto the apron here for Gabe Gates. Gabe Gates slingshot over, huge DDT on the apron. The hardest part of the ring, by the way. But Marty Morton really no-selling this right now as he throws Gabe Gates into the steel steps at ringside here. Referee up to a 2 count. And Morton just on the attack here, not wanting Haas to even be a part of this match. Huge backdrop on the apron. And Morton just being relentless against Alex Haas, and now turning the attack toward Gabe Gates with a huge belly-to-belly. This is a mean side of powerhouse Marty Morton that we have not seen in a very long time in the world of KAW. He is on the attack wholeheartedly against both members here of Business Made Better as we see him just yeeting Gabe Gates back into his corner, but Gates able to get a little bit of a counter in, running through, Huge knee connecting onto Marty Morton. And now Gates not even taking Morton seriously, just letting Marty crawl to the corner and tag in now to Aiden Archer. But bong rip connects onto Archer. Gates dragging Archer to the center of the ring, going for the cover. This is it. 1, 2, kick out at 2 9/10. Gabe Gates thought he had him put away with that bong rip, but Alex Haas tagged back into this match, punched straight to the cranium, has him up, just yeeting Aiden Archer across the ring here, dragging Archer to the center of the ring. Haas going in for the cover. And if this is it, 1, 2, that's it. Alex Haas puts away Aiden Archer with that huge Cobra Clutch style suplex. What a match redemption taken here by Business Made Better. But up next, we will see Chris Milenko with Buck Fitty in his corner defending the YouTube Championship against Jackson Jones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Glory Pro pit. On his way to he's not alone, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 members of Team Tiger Style are here tonight on digital. Jackson Jones has heard that Buck Fitty would be coming down to the ring with Chris Milenko, so he brought in tow Tiger Style. So on the right-hand side, that is the debuting Crimson Watson. And on the left-hand side, we saw Ryan Stevens earlier in the night. Jackson Jones, ever impressive here so far in Glory Pro Wrestling. Jackson Jones impressive in his debut matchup, and then was able to take out not 1, not 2, but 3 men to become the #1 contender for the YouTube Championship Friday night. So here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Jones, looking at the shot of a lifetime here against the golden ticket, Chris Milenko. And ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting on Malinko to make his way to the ring, please go to our Twitch page, hit the follow button. It's greatly appreciated. We just became Twitch affiliate. Also, again, check out our NordVPN affiliation in the description below as well. The lights are down, ladies and gentlemen.
If you want success, buy the golden ticket.
And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending Glory Pro YouTube champion. This is the golden ticket, Chris Milenko. Milenko, very impressive with that Glory Pro YouTube championship. Now, we can talk semantics all day long. We can talk about how Chris Milenko can be one of the whiniest son of a bitches in this company, but when it comes down to it, Milenko knows how to back it up in that squared circle. Buck Fitty made his debut Friday night as well, and he was able to go ahead and defeat Justin Massacre, and now he's here in the corner of fellow B&B member Chris Milenko. And let's remember, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Milenko on April 1st's episode of Glory Pro TV was able to defeat Jay North for that YouTube championship. North cashed in his rematch clause last week here on Glory Pro Digital. It was made a steel cage match, and Chris Milenko able to once again retain the championship. So in his second defense here, can he take out Team Tiger Styles Jackson Jones? We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. And this right here, this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The Glory Pro YouTube Championship. There is Jackson Jones, Chris Milenko. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this match underway. And great start to the match there as we see a modified lung blower by Jackson Jones just on the attack right away on Chris Milenko. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 minutes on the clock for every Glory Pro Championship bout and every Glory Pro Tag Team bout. Huge bouncing off the second rope, connects with that poison Rana, does Milenko, and now Milenko methodically on the attack here on Jackson Jones. Double axe handle connects on Jones, and we see Milenko firmly in control now of the Destiny Killer. We've got to wonder, ladies and gentlemen, as we see him wrenching back on the fingers, how much of an X factor Buck Fitty is going to be in the corner of Milenko, and to that fact, how much of a factor, going in for the cover after that knee one, kick out at one by Jackson Jones. How much of a factor that Team Tiger style at ringside will be in the benefit of Jackson Jones. Irish whip here by Jones into the corner, and Irish whip rolling through the outside, and in with a huge clothesline is Jackson Jones. Bouncing off the second rope, moonsault connects. Looking for some punches, but countered and into punches of his own by Milenko. Lifting up Jones, looking snapmare and kick across the chest by Chris Milenko. And Milenko continuing now just the systematic beatdown here of Jackson Jones. We've really got to get better cameramen because I want to know what's going on, but all I see is the freckles on the ref's arm. I did see the knees straight to the back there, and now knees to the gut, and moonsault through with the knees to the gut once again, and we see the huge catapult senton there, the huge cannonball. Irish whip by Milenko into the corner, and Jackson Jones able to go ahead and counter a little bit of his own. Flurry of offense here now as we see the knee right to the side of the head of Chris Milenko. Jackson Jones looking to be firmly back in control, taking two forearms to the face, and Pele kick taking down Chris Milenko. And the punches and kicks raining down, and knees straight to the gut once again of Milenko. Strong style does not begin to describe how Team Tiger style really brings the attack here to their opponents, as we see Jackson Jones returning the manipulation of the joints there, and knees right across the back. And kick straight to the gut, running through, Shining Wizard connects by Jackson Jones. Not going in for the cover though, picking Milenko back up, and Milenko able to swerve and get some counter kicks of his own in. Tries for a kick to the body, but Jackson Jones had it scouted. Wait a second, out of nowhere, Milenko has him up. Gold Rush connects by Milenko, in for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Milenko beside himself right now, cannot believe Jackson Jones was able to get out of that. And we see the aggression boiling over for Milenko as we see those huge palm strikes straight to the face of Jackson Jones. Up to the second rope, calling him to his feet. Jumping off, huge knee there by Milenko. And it looks like Malenko's setting up Jones once again. He's got him in position. Up, and second Gold Rush. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Chris Milenko cleanly puts away the Destiny Killer, Jackson Jones. But thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight. Join us tomorrow night on Twitch for Glory Pro Relapse. But my name has been Rochambeau, and thank you so much for joining us.